Hello, hello. Welcome to episode 49 of the Making a Marketer podcast, y'all. Hey, listen, it was just coincidental. I'm not in control of what number episode this is.
Hey, this is your victory and Sunday's going to be mine. So,
oh, snap. Okay, that was pretty good. Yeah. That was pretty good. Except I think when you see the social numbers of the two teams, you're going to maybe back down a little from that.
We shall see.
I'm just saying.
I have my trash talk juice ready.
And, for those of you watching, listening, Jen asked if this was a beer show. I mean, I feel like it's always a beer show. It's whatever you want. But I don't have any, so I don't have a beer. But I do have this. Oh,
what do you got? That's really pretty. Do you want to see what I have? I have this.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, see, but here's the thing. I brought some friends.
Shoot.
I have
so lonely.
Jimmy Garoppolo, that hot piece of quarterbacking-ness. I have Joe Staley. He's on our offensive line. He's badass. And I have the guy who has the PFF rating, which is all things rated in the NFL, the number one rated player in all of the NFL, not just in the Super Bowl, not just on my team, tight end George Kittle.
Look at you. Oh my gosh. Those bobbleheads though, that's amazing. I need to start collecting bobbleheads. I really do.
It's the Niners, they were giveaways at our games. So
holy cow, that's cool.
And as really cool. Those of you who are watching can see, I'm a season ticket holder.
I'm just Jen Cole.
But Jen and I did go to a Chiefs game, and it was lovely. And if my team wasn't going to whoop up on your team so badly, I would be rooting for your guys.
Oh, I know. We've been doing so good with each other all season long, helping each other root for each other's team. We just we were crossing fingers to get to this point. And holy F, we freaking did it. That's crazy.
I know
I can't believe it. We kind of laughed about it early in the season.
What's cracking me up the most? Yeah, because I think I was talking about us being 6-0, and you said, I know another team that's 6-0. And the Chiefs are my new AFC West team because the Chargers are dead to me. However, and you do have, nice colors.
I know you do too. You do too. Yeah. We look very matchy right now. It's kind of cool. Great minds.
My nails,
girl,
are. Yeah, I'm not messing around. Where are you watching the game on Sunday?
We are watching the game at my house.
Okay.
I'm gonna cook some stuff, and we're just gonna hang out with my boys because Nicholas, my oldest, is he's a huge Chiefs fan too, and so we're going to do it with my boys and just have a nice little time here. Tim's coming in from Enid, Oklahoma, and we're going to have a wonderful Chiefs weekend. It's going to be great.
Excellent. Yeah. I haven't decided where I'm going to watch it yet. All right. So for those of you listening to the podcast or watching the replay, Jen and I we plan to talk social media of the two teams. And we, assuming we're going to talk about the game and do a little trash talk too, as best as we can. Jen is such a nice person though, that I feel like she's got her trash talk game needs some work.
Hey,
it's a compliment.
I will work on that.
and pure Jen fashion. That's awesome. All right. So I'm gonna cut to some social media stats. All right. So I'm going to start with Twitter.
All right.
The 49ers have 2.2 million Twitter followers. Boy. How many do you think the Chiefs have?
Well, 1.4. No.
Oh, you looked already. All right.
I'm currently looking.
Eileen, are you trash talking her trash talk? Yup.
Who's trash talking my talk? Are you trash talking my trash talk?
I was, but Kylene just called me out on it.
Oh, I love Kylene. Oh, I'm her sweet baby. Oh my
Kai.
goodness.
Thanks for watching. A guy named Timothy Larson is also watching. I don't know who that kid is.
I don't know, but I feel like he probably really likes the Chiefs.
I'm guessing he does. It's funny because I see his name. It says they're watching, but I don't see him in the number count. So we'll see if he backs up, if he helps with the trash talk of Jen Cole. All right, so we already know that the 49ers are winning that by almost $1 million. By
what was your? Oh my gosh!
Yeah. All right. So and while I'm doing this, will you do me a favor? And I couldn't find a Chiefs account on TikTok. There were a ton of them with Chiefs names, but I could tell that they were just fans and whatnot. Yeah. So see if you can find that number, or maybe y'all are just a little behind the times out there in misery.
Misery. Girl, you like it here.
Kansas City, misery. Chrissy Buck is watching.
Oh yeah, they're on TikTok.
They're gonna back you up. All right, so how many TikTok followers?
It looks like we have 500, about 506,000 followers. So we're at 505.9 thousand.
Wow, official? You're sure that's official?
Yeah, it's got that check mark.
And it's thousands. It's not just 506.
No, it's 505.9 thousand.
Okay, so you have us beat on that. We only have 160,000.
So innovative.
All right. Maybe TikTok is for minors. All right. James. All right. Evening all. Oh, Buzzin'. Oh, he's here from the UK. Yes, Buzzin' James. Nice.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. That's awesome.
He said on Twitter yesterday he was going to be hanging with us. That's so cool.
Yeah, well, I got a little confused because I wasn't sure if it was too late for him. It was maybe going to be past his bedtime, but welcome, James. Happy to have you here.
So nice to have you here to watch the trash talk and social awesomeness.
All right. The YouTube. All right. So on the YouTube, the Niners have 134,000 subscribers, and the Chiefs have 76.9 thousand.
What was the 49ers number? I am having
134.
I don't math good. That's why I write the words.
Roughly double what you guys have. I will say,
we have such great content, though.
But here's the thing: is that they are not posting that consistently. I think it might be an afterthought in their plan, and not like actually
just kicking ass.
Well, the last time my mom says I can stay up. Awesome, James. The last time they posted 2 hours ago today, but the time before that was a week ago. So they've been on site all week in Miami and not posting to YouTube, while the 49ers have these player pass videos. So it's very well branded with the logo. And then they've been posting interviews of the players. So
that's cool. That's a cool idea. But we're just living in the moment. We're Midwesterners. We're just like, oh God, it's a palm tree. Look at that. That's so cool. I love my life.
That's awesome. I love it. Okay, so we are now beating you on Twitter and YouTube, and you have the TikTok. All right. Facebook. This one is gonna be rough for you, Cole. We have 4 million Facebook likes, and y'all have 1.7.
Dang. Yeah. Dang 'em.
2 words. Damn. All right. And I think that they drive people to their videos and stuff as well. They do a really nice job with their email.
Yeah.
Chiefs YouTube has some great content, mini docuseries and all. All right, that's cool. All right, they maybe should be more consistent. Nice profile picture there, Tim. Awesome.
I love his profile picture. It's so cool. Yeah, we sit. So for those of you viewing that don't realize this, Tim is my boyfriend, and we spend the weekends obviously together. He doesn't live here, but he comes up and visits me, and we watch a lot of Chiefs YouTube.
Oh, okay.
or a lot of NFL. Like we watch them mic'd up and all that. Oh, we love it. It's so entertaining.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to ask James, Tim, whoever's Chrissy. I'd like to know, because I didn't get to it. Look up what the betting line is right now, because last I heard it was going back and forth, but for the most part, I've heard Chiefs by 1.5. I
know Tim's been looking every day.
So I'm just curious, because I mean, I don't think it really matters. It's going to be a close freaking game.
Gosh, I can't wait, but I'm a little nervous. Are you nervous?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I did want to. So the thing that is permeated throughout the week and throughout the season, really, to be honest, is that this guy is a liability. So
he's a liability.
Everyone is saying that our quarterback, he has nothing on Mahomes. Okay, Mahomes is a great quarterback. I will give you that. However, Jimmy Garoppolo had more passing yards than Deshaun Watson this season. He had a better completion percentage than Russell Wilson and Matt Ryan. He had more passing touchdowns than Aaron Rodgers.
Wow.
Better yards per attempt than your man.
Than our man.
Mahomes, indeed. And a better quarterback rating than Tom Brady and Kirk Cousins.
Pretty phenomenal guy you got there.
I mean, he's not just a great football player. He's also great looking.
Oh my God.
Look at that mug. I mean,
Megan.
Come on. Here's the thing that I also thought was funny. Have you looked at the Roman numerals LIV 54 and thought about how it's like close to live? And here we are.
I know, it's pretty freaking amazing. I think it's cool that the LIV Super Bowl is the one where it's me versus you, and the one where both of our teams get to play each other. Like, it's mine, it's yours, and Megan, we've been friends for a long time, so this is cool for it to. I'm just thrilled that it came down to this.
Me too.
But I think we're gonna kick your ass, girl.
I don't think
I love
so. I also wanted to show this super awesome. Look at that image. This Miami Vice. I mean, come on. And Fred Warner is number 54, and this is Super Bowl 54. So
you are a numbers person. You really are. And that's one thing that I think is so cool about you, Megan. You remind me of another friend that I have, Dawn Dibry, and she's very much about the numbers too. It's really, and what the numbers mean about different things and how they can say. I love people like that. It's very nostalgic and super cool.
Well, my brain doesn't really work in terms of numbers, but I like to use them to back up my trash talk.
Exactly.
Yeah. Tim said it was Chiefs -1 a couple days ago, which means what? Like they're only expected to win by 1 point, which makes betting really hard on the game.
It's been back and forth between. It's all been by like a point or two, like. One way or one the other way, 0.5 or point whatever. Like he does this. I don't. It's cool. He tells me and I'm like, so by the tone of your voice, this is good, right? That's kind of how
I did want to say also that I have my Pick'em League is on the line. So I am currently in second place and with the same like physical score as the person that's in third, but because my tiebreaker was better on that last game, I'm in second alone. However, this like not only do we both have to get the team right, but I have to guess the score. So I did for the Niners game against the Packers. My guess on the score was 37-20. It was 38-20.
Girl.
Or it was the other way around. Anyway, I was off by 1, which is what put me in second. So I have $100 on the line
on this coming up game.
Yeah. Yeah. So because if I get third place, I get my money back. But if I get second, I get $150, which isn't a lot of money. But actually, the same thing was on the line when, wasn't it the Seahawks that were playing the Patriots when they decided to throw the ball and it got intercepted on the one instead of having Marshawn Lynch like steamroll into the end zone.
And do you know how beautiful that day was?
That cost me $100. This was the same deal. It was on the line, but I just laughed because I hate the Seahawks, obviously. And I just laughed.
Oh,
laughed and laughed.
Yeah. So, those West Coasters.
Well, and there's been some like kind of whiny Chiefs fans on Twitter saying, you guys should just let us win. It's been 50 years. Yeah.
Nah.
He was legit talking to Niners fans on Twitter saying that, like, oh, come on, you guys have this history. We haven't gotten Andy Reid needs
a pity win.
Can you believe it?
No, that's not how the Chiefs roll. We don't roll that way, guys. Come on, we're way better than that.
It just made me laugh so hard. I was like, is he for real? Like, he doesn't.
That's not cool.
He doesn't. He thinks what? Like, do you not? First of all, do you not understand how Twitter works? I mean,
everyone can see your thing.
The trolls. I mean, just like it's crazy. All right. So James says, I must say, after that chat last night, I spent last night watching both teams' content on TikTok, etc. Chiefs had the trends and short forms, but 49ers interview where they gave the boy the mic was awesome too. Yeah. So it was impartial. They went on that front engagement. Oh, cool. Thanks, James. Yeah, I shared that. It was really funny. They gave the mic to a player and he went around and interviewed.
Oh, that's so amazing.
People. So I think that and actually at the end of each game that I attend, I get a survey. And they actually ask in the survey not only about the in-person experience, but they ask about their socials and their email, and they're doing a really good job of trying to get feedback. You know, are we communicating too much, or is it just enough, and all of that kind of good stuff. So
have you seen this thing where you, like, if you tweet out something using like some hashtag, NFL something hashtag,
NFL Twitter,
they're gonna put it in confetti and rain it down. I think at the end of the game, your tweet's gonna go on a piece of freaking confetti.
I just saw that. Yeah,
so cool.
I need to get cracking on some creativity.
Let's go tweeting, Megan. We're gonna show up at the Super Bowl. It's gonna be amazing. Like, our tweets are gonna be falling for this. We're gonna make it rain.
Everyone keeps asking me if I'm going, and I'm like, well, first of all,
I was about to ask if you're going.
I don't have that cash. Like, it was my tickets, my playoff tickets were, and for those of you watching, terrible towel.
Oh, lady.
Oh, by the way, it's not a terrible towel because that's the Steelers thing, but it's a playoff towel.
That is so cool.
And they just gave us the same one for both games. But
that is so cool.
So I have two. But what was I saying? I just totally derailed myself.
Oh, we were talking about confetti for a minute, and then, oh gosh, we're gonna watch the replay in the room and be like, oh crap. If you guys remember what we're talking about, please put it in the comments, because we are getting lost in the awesomeness of our teams. And there's another point that I kind of wanted to bring up, is I feel like the culture for both of our teams is pretty freaking amazing. And that feeds into the social presence, I feel like, because both of them, I know you guys have your communities, your Twitter communities for sure. Like, it's a big thing on Twitter. Sports is a huge thing on Twitter. I've made personal friends via Twitter because of my love for the Chiefs over the years. Some of them you can meet up with in real life when you go to the games, and sometimes you're just like tweeting across the bleachers at each other. Like, it's so fun.
That's awesome.
So the community online and in person is so there, at least for the Chiefs. I feel like it must be the same for the 49ers too.
Oh, for sure. Hashtag Niner Nation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Niner Empire, Niner Gang. Those are three of the big ones. And I wanted to clarify something, because I think there's been some people saying that if you might see the Bang Bang Niner Gang thing. That is based off of a logo from decades ago that was a cowboy, like a 49er cowboy that had two guns, and it said bang bang, like the sound that the guns were making. So that's where it came from. All right. So I do want to say, for those listening and can't see it, Tim said, I did look at the Niners Insta today. If the Super Bowl was based off their grids, Chiefs win by a landslide. Okay. All right. Fine. I will say, however, how many people look at grids? You're looking
I
at the
do.
feed and you're looking at the stories. I mean, generally speaking,
I know.
right?
I'm not normal.
Like the focus on the grid is, is not really a thing. But okay, I'll give you that. So let's get back to the numbers. Okay, so the 49ers have I didn't get to Instagram, so I'll have to look for that. All right. While actually you look for those numbers for me, and I'll share you. And this is super random, and like who the heck cares about sports teams being on LinkedIn? But just for giggles, I checked that one out. And on LinkedIn, the 49ers have 29,000 followers, and the Chiefs have 11.6.
Nice. I'm trying to find y'all on Insta. I know. So Chiefs have 1.2 million. Ah, crap. and 49ers have 2 million.
Okay.
Yep. But our grid does look better for the record.
Okay.
Really does.
Fine. I'll give you that. That's cool.
You'll give us the grid.
Yeah, I'll give you the grid.
Thanks. We're gonna tear up your grid on Sunday. So
that's
good. What I say.
Trash talk. I like it. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. All right. So I want to say too that I have to give a shout out to Raheem Mostert. So I don't know if you've seen any of the coverage about this guy. He scored 4 touchdowns in our win against the Packers.
Yeah. Rushing
touchdowns. He's a running back. He's part of our very strong running back core. And he was dropped by 7 teams. And the Niners gave him a chance. And he just tore it up this season. And so he said he looks at the names of the teams that dropped him before every game.
Yeah.
And that he uses that as fuel. All right. So Alex Plaxon, welcome, Alex. He said Niners have the Silicon Valley advantage on social. I mean, I think it's partly that. It's partly the history of the Niners, right? Like having a really long stretch since we won a Super Bowl. It's been 25 years, but it's only been 6 since we were in it. Even though everyone's saying that we're all bandwagon fans. And
doesn't that hurt your heart?
It's so funny. I'm like, dude, since the 80s. And I even had a guy in a bar. He's trying to trash talk me, he was drunk. I'll say this. However, he's like, I said, are you trying to tell me I don't know the name of my quarterback? Like, who, what? I was like,
who he was talking to.
Oh my gosh. It was hilarious. I was like, I have season tickets. And I just went off. It was hilarious. And I was like, and not only that, but you're talking about girl. Have you seen his face? And so I'm just going to, because I said that,
oh, snap.
I'm just going to show it again. Because look at it. I mean, seriously.
I have to say, it looks better with the beard. Wink.
Yeah, he does. He keeps it nice. Hottest quarterback wins, Alex says. Yes, indeed. And he comes, he's in a long line of pretty good looking quarterbacks here in San Francisco. So.
So you've been a fan for how long? Let's talk about that.
Yeah. So I since 81. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It ties in a little around the time that the Raiders left the first time.
Okay.
The Jen, I think Megan has a type. That's funny. My type is good looking. Oh, and here's the thing. That's another thing I've been seeing a lot on Twitter this week. Is that Garoppolo is everyone's type. Even guys are saying yeah, it's undisputed. It's not like there's an opinion on whether he's good looking or not. He is there's not I can't.
He's no type. Is that what you're trying to say, Megan?
He is people's type. He's everyone's type. That's the point. And the boy can throw a football. I mean,
well, I'm glad because he gets paid to.
Yeah,
big time.
He's only lost. Well, actually, I don't know if somebody can look up how many games he's actually lost as a starter. I'd appreciate that because I meant to look for that. But he won his first I think 7 starts in a row.
Wow.
And after he sat on the bench for a long time behind Tom Brady, right? Like
Yeah.
this is his 3rd Super Bowl, I think.
Jesus.
3rd or 4th Super Bowl, but he has 2 rings as a backup. So it's been interesting to see him in coverage talk about how he this is like his first Super Bowl. They asked him, like, how do you feel? And I think they were asking for an example from when he had been. Like what's the thing that gets your blood pumping? Is, will it be not until the national anthem or what? And he said, I don't know. He said, I guess when I do hear the national anthem, that's really when I start getting dialed in. But I thought it was interesting that he didn't take it as, oh, I've been to the Super Bowl before, because it's such a different thing, even though he has been. It's like starting, and just the way that the season has gone has been pretty crazy. We've only lost 3 games, and all 3 of our games were, I think, by less than 3 points.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. So
I mean, I hate you. I don't know. I do. I don't. I love you.
No, I love you too. But you're going down on Sunday.
You're going down.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I want to see if anybody on can look and see how many games Garoppolo has lost as a starter. I think it's like 8. Alex said, I'd like to see the Niners win just to make Megan Powers happy.
That's so sweet.
That actually goes to the whole, like, where am I going to watch it thing, because I look back on the game against the Ravens when we lost 6 years ago, and I was kind of a mess. I was super stressed out the whole game, and I would like get up to get my food and get right back in my chair. And I wasn't very social. So I really don't want to be that person.
So where are you going to watch it?
So I think I'm going to go to a party, but it looks like it's going to be a smaller crowd. So
hey, that's fun.
Yeah, so that'll be better. I mean, I think the vibe in a bar would be super fun.
It would be, for sure.
And I think there are a lot of Niners fans that watch at my neighborhood bar here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like if I don't like the vibe, then I'm stuck.
You see, I feel the same way. Like, if so, our favorite neighborhood bar was also our pizza restaurant, Ziggy's, and they're not open on Sundays, and they're not going to be open on Super Bowl Sunday because they're smart. They want to go, but if there was going to be a place that I would take my boys to watch the Super Bowl that's not a house party, it would definitely be to Ziggy's, because the boys have been going to Ziggy's since they were, actually, it's really funny. So the boys have been going to Ziggy's their entire lives. Ziggy's today is 7 years old, which is really crazy to think about. So our neighborhood bar is 7, and pizza restaurant is 7 years old today. Kind of cool.
Fabulous. Yeah, Alex said he's surprised I don't want to be in the Bay Area to celebrate in the streets when the Niners win. Yeah, I mean, that would be crazy. Fun, but it's not really in the budget. I ended up spending, because I didn't just buy my tickets, which were cheap, by the way. Like, they offer you up front at the beginning of the season, will you commit now to buying playoff tickets? And this is the first season, I think, that I said yes. So I'm not saying that they're going to win because of me, but here's another thing. So Sunday is Groundhog Day, and Groundhog Day is when things are repeated. And we have won the Super Bowl 5 times. And so I think that it's going to be, and it's also my dad's birthday, and he's going to be 89. And
I'm pretty sure, really hard to trash talk.
I'm pretty sure the 49ers won the Super Bowl in 89, and my dad's turning 89 on the day that they're playing.
Girl, you're stressing me out.
So, I think the stars this is episode 49 for those of you who missed it at the top of the show, coincidentally, but I really don't think it's that much of a coincidence. And I think they also didn't get to see our guests. I have some guest stars here. This is Joe Staley. He blocks for our quarterback. He's awesome. He is on the offensive line. This is our quarterback again. Yeah, baby. And then our tight end, the best player in all of the NFL. George Kittle.
Megan, I love how you play with dolls. If only your 49ers could play as well on the field as you play with your bobblehead. then maybe
That's
you'd
pretty
have
good.
a chance. Thanks.
That's pretty good. I love it.
Struggling
Yeah.
here.
Alex says there's no coincidences. I have to agree. And Tim says, I'm super excited to watch the Legion of Zoom leave the Niners defense feeling bamboozled. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
I think Tim's right. I think he's onto something.
So I will say that our pass rush is not an Alex. Everybody likes a tight end. Absolutely. I will say that our pass rush is probably the one slight weakness that we might have. But here's the thing. And I know you guys have a great play caller in Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Really, really great play caller in Kyle Shanahan, who grew up in my neighborhood, by the way.
Oh, that's cool.
Went to Saratoga High School, which is one of the high schools that we played sports against. When his dad was an assistant coach of the 49ers in the Super Bowl heyday. So he was on the field as a ball boy, and now he's coaching the team in the Super Bowl.
Bananas. That is a really cool story.
He's not bad to look at either. I mean,
you just like those sporty guys.
He wins if you go Andy Reid versus Coach Kyle in the looks category. I love me some Andy Reid, but sorry.
Hey, Andy Reid makes wonderful cookies.
Does he?
Yeah.
How do you know this?
Because I've seen them on Instagram. People making Andy Reid cookies.
Okay.
Not that he cooks them. He doesn't bake the cookies.
He doesn't bake them. Oh, but
he is the cookies.
He's nice and round.
He's beautiful. He's a beautiful cookie and a beautiful coach.
Yes, and that's a great point, Alex. Aren't the Niners the only team with a female coach?
Yes. I did see that. I saw that on Facebook. That is freaking amazing. By the way, that is really, really cool.
And Jimmy Garoppolo said that she's tough on them. She's kind of a badass because she works on the offensive side of the ball. So
Megan, I think that you could totally be a fucking badass. Ooh, coach. Sorry, editor.
Yeah, so this all speaks to that I missed my calling, and I think if I had to do over again, I would have gone the sports broadcast journalism route.
Girl, I think you would have been amazing at that. I think you know your stuff. I like to trash talk, and I love my Chiefs, but you know your stuff. You really, really know your stuff, and it's so impressive. Really cool to get to sit here and hang out with you and talk about it.
Thanks, Jen. Yeah, and it's funny too because I've had people say to me, two things. How do you when I'm talking baseball with a guy I work with or whatever? How do you know? Do you just study the box scores? No, I just pay attention. And I think when it's something that you're interested in, when it's something that you love, then it just kind of sticks.
It does. Yeah.
And that it's, people are telling me it's not too late. Well, guess what? You can't really start at the bottom of the of the thing when you're this far along in your career. However, I would like to start a sports podcast.
So I was about to say, girl, you're about to. I think we should hold you to it. I remember you talking about it a year ago.
Yeah.
I think that would be an easy way in. I think you'd be great at demonstrating how awesome you are at talking about it via podcast. You could eventually get picked up. How cool would that be? It's not too late.
No, it's not too late for that, for sure. But so we'll see. Alex said 2020 is the year of the woman. Niners are going to win, hands down. Nope. Sorry, Chiefs fans. The stars are aligned.
Oh, see, I was right there with the year of the woman. And then that happened. I was like, put the beer down, Jen.
So our defensive coach, Salah, is you've probably seen him on TV a lot because the camera loves to roll to him, running on the field and getting all crazy. And I watched some footage of him talking earlier today. He said that so Shanahan throws the ball when they're running drills. He throws to the running backs to try to throw so the defense is getting play, right? But he doesn't throw like the other quarterbacks in the league. So he said he has to tell him okay, awesome. However, you need to throw like Drew Brees or you need to throw like whatever. So I love that the head coach is involved in the snaps. All right, James, as someone from the UK, we have very little NFL coverage. So what would I be looking out for on Sunday. And Alex says the commercials.
You know what's really fun? We know James specifically from Twitter, and James, Twitter is going to be very, very active.
Yeah.
And in a couple of ways. Of course, there's the Super Bowl and people tweeting about the Super Bowl. But then I don't know if you've ever participated in Ad Bowl before, #AdBowl on Twitter. It is so much fun. It's people talking ads the whole time, and then Twitter ads and ads on TV, and any kind of Super Bowl ads, because there's some brilliantly placed ads during the Super Bowl. I mean, we can't forget Oreo with the, you can always dunk in the dark.
The blackout.
Tweet.
Yeah.
Gosh,
that was during my game.
Legendary.
That was during my game. That was the Niners Ravens game.
Well, hopefully the Oreos just don't show up this year.
I haven't looked on I haven't looked on YouTube at all for any of the commercials yet. Alex just said,
I haven't either.
Did anybody see Ryan Reynolds' New York Times ad? I know. I haven't. I kind of want to be surprised.
I'm like, tell me more.
Alex, you could share it if you want. What the deal was, but we'll listeners and viewers look out for that. Oh, they don't do the ads over in the UK. They cut to the commentator talk. Okay.
Oh, boo. Well,
that's too bad. But yeah, like we were just saying though, they'll all be on YouTube. And actually you could go right now, and a lot of them in advance of the game will be for Mint Mobile. He opted out of a commercial and put an ad in the paper. Oh, that's cool. What? Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, actually, but I don't know, and it's what, like $5 million or something now for a minute.
Yeah, it's expensive.
But it is if you do it right, man. I mean, you get more activity. Talk about social share, right? Like,
oh yeah, social proof is
everyone is going to be sharing it for you.
Yep.
If it's good. So, and that's why the YouTube thing is brilliant, because people will engage with it and will share it in that way. Instead of commercial, he gave 3 months of service. Oh, that's cool.
That is really cool. Yeah, you're Reynolds.
I like it. Well, and that's a disruption, right? Like mixing it up. Yeah, for all users. 3 months of service for all users. Wow.
That's insane. That's amazing.
Wow.
That guy's cool.
I see on Verizon, you get to watch. They have a partnership with the NFL, so I get to stream games on my phone when I'm not near a TV. So that's kind of nice.
That is cool.
He decided to give away 30,000 free months of Mint Mobile for people who sign up during the game, and he's still saving money. Wow, that's cool. I like it.
So cool.
All right. Do you have any other anything Chiefs you want to share with our listeners and viewers?
Well, I mean, if you are into content and you like a good show, then you will definitely appreciate the chemistry between Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. That is something that I just love. I love watching it on the field, and I love watching it off the field. I love watching it on mic'd up. It's so cool to see that relationship. It reminds me of my favorite Royals back when we won the other thing that we won the one time. We won the World Series back, I think it was 2015 when we won 2015 we won the World Series, and it was really cool because my two favorite players who the Padres took Hosmer away, and Salvi is still playing for the Royals, but their chemistry between our pitcher Hosmer and our catcher Salvi Perez, who is my favorite sports player of all time, it was amazing, and so Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce reminds me a lot of them, and it gives me a lot of hope because we won the thingy,
the World Series.
The World Series. We won the thingy. And then I took my boys out of school and went to the parade. And so the boys are expecting to go to a parade. And notice they know what I'm talking about right now. And they're being very, very, very quiet upstairs.
I think that it's really sad how disappointed your boys are going to be
No.
when the parade happens in the Bay Area. All right. Well, James wanted to talk about the halftime show, and thank you, James, because I did want to bring that up because I absolutely would not this year want to be driving from a bar to a party or like in transit because Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo, baby, J-Lo and Shakira.
Yeah.
Are the halftime show. And then did I hear Lizzo or somebody?
Oh, okay. Now you have me hooked. Lizzo.
No, someone else is adding, and it might not be her. But
okay.
I mean, J-Lo, she's 50 and she's
amazing.
Fierce. She's like, she looks better than she ever has. I mean, whether you like her music or not, she is an incredible performer. And I'm looking forward to that.
Dude, do you know how often I sing Jenny from the Block? Yeah, that's a cool song. And Shakira is amazing. But I have to ask, do you know why they picked those two this year?
I don't know. I mean, J-Lo was it, and then Shakira got added. My guess is because it's in Miami and they're Latina women.
Yeah.
That's a guess.
Yeah, I was like, have they put out anything new, either of them? But
I mean, it's probably been a minute because Jen's been touring, and James also asked, "What did you guys think of Adam Lambert last year?" You know what I think, James? I don't even remember that it was Adam Lambert.
So Adam who? I don't even know.
Adam Lambert. He kind of an idol. He toured with Queen. He might still be. I saw him with Queen, and it was incredible. He's a great performer, but I didn't remember that is what. When the halftime show was. Thanks for the question. And then Alex said Smart Pack is going to be the #1 commercial. Keep an eye on it. Okay. I'm guessing it's like the Boston thing, right? With the pocket pie.
Sounds like it.
That's awesome. All right. So again, I'm sorry that you're going to lose on Sunday, but I love you.
Girl, I'm sorry for you, and I love you.
And
I like your colors.
Yeah, we're both rocking the shirt, the same kind of shirt. This is the shirt I wore when we whipped up on the Packers, so I think I'm gonna have to wear it on Sunday. James, Maroon 5. Oh yes,
Maroon 5. Okay,
yeah. This I remember. Oh, and you know what? Talking about social media, the state of California, their marketing team, the agency that they use, got so much leverage out of that because he was shirtless and he has California tattooed across his chest.
Oh my gosh.
And they reused it in their content, and it was amazing. Yes, Alex, San Francisco is wearing white jerseys and gold pants. Jimmy G is still trying to decide which Jordans he's going to wear. Apparently that was part of the press conference today. One guy asked him, how often are you getting asked about Tom Brady in all your pressers? And he said, about 50% of the time. And then someone's like, yeah, I'll add another to the list. And then, there was Twitter coverage of him at the podium the other day, and they're like showing his shoes. It's really funny. So Tim says, I'll get you my counselor's number after your loss, Megan.
He's quicker on the draw than I am. Like, I was quick at the beginning, and I'm like,
well, that's because you're a kind person. And I mean, I think the jury's still out on Tim.
Hey, he's offering you his therapist number. It's cool.
Oh, well, that is nice of him. However, I'll be good. I'll be good. The quest for 6. It's real. Oh, Alex, we know. I'm not even going to put that on the screen. All right. So
some things are sacred.
Unless there's any other questions or content anyone wants to talk about, my boy is ready.
I think we should just leave Megan to play with her dolls.
Jimmy G is going to surprise everyone on Sunday. And guess what? Even if he doesn't throw the ball, but we still run 5, 6, 7 yards at a time. Guess what? That runs down the clock. That means our defense has to be on the field for less time. And guess what? Defenses win games.
Emailing Andy Reid.
You have the direct line, right?
Oh yeah, I do.
James says, "Good luck to both and all Chiefs and Niners fans. Should be a good game for us impartials." Appreciate that, James, very much. And I don't know, maybe we could have a regular season London game where the Chiefs play the Niners, and Jen and I could head out to the UK and have a meet up with James and our other
that'd be so fun.
UK friends. So, all right. So thank you everyone who has been on the live, who's watching the replay, who is listening on the podcast, for indulging us. We did talk marketing a little bit, but you had to know when the show was going to be about the Super Bowl, the LIV Super Bowl 54, on episode 49 of the Making a Marketer podcast, that we had to do some trash talking. And again, Jen Cole is much too kind to have good trash talk, and that's a good trait to have. Thanks, Jen. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Megan, and good luck to you, and have fun with your dolls while we go play for real on the field and win the Super Bowl, because we will. But I love you.
Keep an eye out for this guy, Kittle. You're gonna see this. He's going to be running into the end zone.
His head is large.
Yes, it is, and he's got a big brain, so that's required. All right, thanks, Jen. Thank you again, everyone, for listening. This has been. Oh wait, Alex, Bet's on Facebook Live having a Facebook LIV commercial. That's a good. I'm not taking that bet. However. Thanks, Tim. Yes, good luck all. Will be a great game. And that's really, that's what everybody wants, except unless you're a Niners or a Chiefs fan and you want your team to also win. All right. Will we see Kittle's torn shoulder? He's all healed up, man. Shut up. All right. Truly. And it looks like somebody else just joined. So sorry that we're winding down, but thanks again to everyone. Thanks, Jen Cole.
Thank you,
as
Megan.
Always. This has been episode 49 of the Making a Marketer podcast, and we will catch you next time.